Are doodles bad? Let's get into it. When talking about doodles, I'm referring to poodle cross other breed. So that's golden doodles, labradoodles, cockapoos, maltipoos, anything that's poodle cross another breed and that's not purebred. Now, doodles were initially created for assistance dogs that the owners had some sort of allergy. So the first sort of doodle that came around was the labradoodle, and that is a Labrador cross poodle, and they were created to help make guide dogs or seeing eye dogs for people who were visually impaired. And slowly more breeds were added and created to make different types of doodles. Then there was the golden doodle, cockapoo, and so on and so forth. Generally speaking, up to that point, most poodle crosses were either accidental litters or were simply, sort of 1 or 2 litters here. They were nowhere near as popular as they are nowadays. Does that make doodles and poodle mixes bad dogs? Short answer to that is no. There are hundreds upon thousands upon millions of poodle mixed dogs that are lovely, that are wonderful, that are family friendly, and that are just really sweet dogs. However, the problem is, and it happens to all dogs that become sort of trendy, as it were, is that a lot of people would find their cute looks adorable. I mean, they are very cute, and they would choose to get these dogs, especially because you see Labradors everywhere, Golden Retrievers everywhere, Cocker Spaniels everywhere. They're very popular dogs, so people wanted a dog that would stand out, and they also wanted a dog that was simple to care for and family friendly. And of course, in the beginning, a lot of these poodle crosses were very much that. They were not as common as the purebred dogs, and they were, again, they had those characteristics. So for instance, golden doodles, they had the golden retriever friendliness, the intelligence of a poodle, generally the coat of a poodle, although some poodle crosses, some doodles will have coats much similar to the other breed. So for example, there are Cocker Spaniel cross poodles, cockapoos, which have a much more Cocker Spaniel type coat compared to poodles. And people started to choose to get these dogs over the actual purebred dogs, which had been bred for generations, and the breed itself often had a very extensive history. And so they started to create these crosses to have these dogs, and of course they soon became very, very popular. Problem with popular or trendy dogs as it is that people who do not have the dog's best interests at heart soon pick up on this and decide to start breeding these dogs excessively, repeatedly. They're skipping over the health testing of a lot of these dogs, and they're causing, these dogs often ill health due to the excessive amount of breeding, often trauma as well. And so because of that, the health, not just physical health, but the mental health of the dog starts to degenerate. It can be very hard to find an ethical doodle breeder. There's a lot of breeders out there, hundreds upon thousands upon millions of people out there who will breed poodle crosses, but it's very difficult to find a breeder that is actually dedicated to the dog's well-being and welfare and health. At the end of the day, you shouldn't breed a dog if you know it's going to cause ill health to the dog or to the puppies. The other issue is that as more dogs become more and more popular, a large part of the owners that are interested in these dogs will see their friends have these dogs, their family, maybe a family member has a dog like this, and so they think, oh well, my friend's got one, my neighbour's got one, family members got one, they must be simple to look after, and so they take on these dogs, which not only adds to the trend and the want for unethical breeders to continue to breed them, but on top of that, they're taking on a dog which actually you can't guarantee the temperament of, you can't guarantee the health of, because of the fact that it's not a breed that has been around for many, many years. I'm not talking about 20 years or something. I'm talking about 200-300 years. Give the Shih Tzu, for example, that breed's almost 3,000 years old, and so therefore that dog has been refined over and over again for that length of time. Due to this, you have owners taking on dogs that they believe will be easy to care for, easy to look after, and actually they're way in over their head because they've taken on a dog that either has physical health problems, has either come from some sort of traumatic background with the breeder not taking care of the mother, not taking care of the pups. And some of these dogs as well, because of the lack of healthcare and the sometimes inbreeding that can go on, these dogs end up with mental health problems as well, such as canine compulsion disorder, which is similar to OCD in humans. And so you have these dogs that have a lot of these medical problems or snappiness and aggression problems and all of this, and actually they're not equipped to take care of a dog in that state, and so therefore these dogs are becoming a lot more popular, ending up in shelters. It's becoming a real problem now. I don't in any way believe that a dog is a bad dog. I really don't. I think what you put into the dog is what you get out of it. And if you're going to be treating dogs badly, if you're going to be breeding dogs that should not be bred, if you're going to be taking on a dog naively and not able to put 110% into that dog, then you're going to end up with a dog that you're going to struggle with in the future. That isn't just a possibility, that is near certainty. So, are Doodles a bad dog? The short answer to that is no. It's about where you get the dog from, it's about the time and effort you put into the dog, and it's about understanding that just because the dog is cute and fluffy doesn't mean that negative behaviours should be ignored. A big problem that a lot of big breed owners will complain about is that little dogs and cute dogs get away with everything from snapping and barking excessively and growling at people and reactivity to other dogs. And so any bad behaviour that a dog sees, of course the reason I'm doing air quotes is because dogs only behave in certain ways, not out of maliciousness. It's either due to there's some trauma there's some anxiety there could be lack of socialisation, the dog could have a health condition which is causing it to behave in certain manners. For example, excessive aggression or heightened aggression in dogs can sometimes be due to thyroid issues. Hyperthyroidism can cause aggression in dogs. So it's not just, that's a doodle, what a horrible dog, don't have a doodle. It's about where you get the dog from. It's about the time and effort you put into the dog, and it's about understanding the dog's needs as well. I hope this has provided some general insight. Like I said, I love all dogs. To me, all dogs are important, all dogs are fantastic, and I can't sit here and say, don't get this dog, don't get that dog, because genuinely I love all dogs. There is no dog on this earth that I do not love. So, and I don't agree with that's just a bad breed. I don't agree with stigmatising a certain breed due to a few bad individuals. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and follow for more, or share it with a friend or family member. I hope this has provided some general insight, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. See you later, bye bye.